A global pandemic may now be imminent after the World Health Organization raised its alert level over the current swine flu outbreak. Cases have now been reported from at least 13 countries. The death toll in Mexico currently stands at 176. There are also cases in Costa Rica and Peru. In the US, one death has been reported and the number of confirmed cases has surpassed 100. The number of cases in Canada has risen to 19. Switzerland and the Netherlands are the latest European countries to be hit. Spain has 13 cases, one of them involving a person who had not travelled to Mexico. Asia remains free of confirmed cases for now, while the number in New Zealand stands at 13. Here in Hong Kong, Chief Executive Donald Tsang made clear today no efforts would be spared in the fight against swine flu. The WHO raised its alert level to phase 5 on a scale of 6 overnight and called on countries to step up anti-flu measures. Mexico, where it all began, will partially shut down its economy to try to contain the outbreak there. Jeremy Austin reports.
Based on assessment of all available information and following several expert consultations, I have decided to raise the current level of influenza pandemic alert from phase 4 to phase 5.
The announcement by the World Health Body signals that a global outbreak of swine flu is now imminent.
All countries should immediately now activate their pandemic preparedness plans. Countries should remain on high alert for unusual outbreaks of influenza-like illness and severe pneumonia.
A phase 5 alert means there is sustained transmission among people in at least 2 countries. That's the final step before a full pandemic outbreak. Phase 6 will be declared when the virus shows effective transmission in 2 different regions of the world.
We should be anxious. I know the community is anxious. I appreciate how they feel. And that's why we work very hard with countries at breakneck pace to make sure we get the best available information to you.
The country that reported the first swine flu cases and has the most fatalities so far has announced drastic measures to fight the outbreak. Mexican President Felipe Calderón told his people to stay home for 5 days beginning tomorrow. He ordered government offices and private businesses considered non-essential to the economy to stop work. Hospitals, supermarkets, telecoms firms and public transport will operate normally. The US is also on high alert after reporting its first swine flu death in Houston yesterday. But health officials sought to calm nerves there, saying the 23-month-old Mexican toddler who died had no contact with other patients and posed no contagion threat. Different story in Spain, though, after it reported the first case in Europe in a person who had not been to Mexico. That highlights the danger of human-to-human transmission spreading around the world. Jeremy Austin, TVB News.
Here in Hong Kong, the government says it is ready to raise its response to the highest level when necessary, and $10 million is being allocated to district councils to step up preventative measures. Jenny Lam has that story. The Chief 2 wars, a major economic crisis, and now a global health scare. Swine flu topped the agenda as US President Barack Obama held a news conference to mark his first 100 days in office. Overall, the American leader said his government has made a good start and vowed to keep up the pace. More from Patrick Falk.